the time is right, Eniola, I will expose you.
Ah! Have you thought about where your soul will end up when you are finally released from the shackles of your earthly body?
Madam, why do they call you the king of boys?
Wait with bated breath for the nation's prodigal daughter.
I have decided to join in the race to become the next governor of Lagos State.
So welcome and thank you for joining me today. My name is Chacha. If you haven't subscribed, do hit on the subscribe button, turn up your post notifications so that you'll be alerted when a new video comes up. Yeah, deal? Okay, so today we'll be reviewing the movie King of Boys, The Return of the King. I watched this limited series on the day it came out, but time and all of that has made me, I'm just reviewing it now. But it's safe to say a whole lot of people have seen this drama, so let's just have fun with it. Okay, so now this King of Boys, as we know, is a 2021 limited series. I kind of like find a problem with this limited series thing. It's just making my mouth, it's too long. But let me just stop at King of Boys 2. We all saw how King of Boys 1 ended in 2018, I think. And coming back, we expected so much, and we got a whole lot. I actually saw this King of Boys 2 in I saw it in less than a day because I couldn't, stop watching. I don't know about you, but that was what happened to me because I was excited. I wanted to see. I set my clock and I wanted to see what's up with the movie. First of all, the trailer wasn't what we saw when the movie started, but talk for another time. King of Boys started in a way that it was wonderful to see. I actually watched this drama with critical eyes, not as a form of entertainment. Well, I just wanted to know how good Kemi Adetiba is, how far. Yes, we have seen other movies and all of that, but this thing now, this is the nitty-gritty. We are washing our hands to see this movie. So what do you have to show us? How good, how much have you brushed up your skills? I'll say on the face of it, Shola Sobowale was awesome. She was amazing. She came to stay, she came to own it, and you could feel the passion behind the acting, and that was what even made King of Boys, The Return of the King, what it is. Still has moved to number 4 or 5 on Netflix, but it's still standing strong. A whole lot of people still want to see the movie. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like a drama that you can rewatch. I've seen it before. Let me go back and look at it again. There's some things that I missed and stuff like that. That's what King of Boys would do for you. But when you look, it's just like going into a beautiful house and you're so impressed and all of that. You get in and you're like, wow, this house is beautiful and all of that. But then when you stay in the house for a week or two, you begin to see some things, some defaults here and there. That's what King of Boys did for me. It was amazing. It was captivating at the face of it. That was what King of Boys did for me. It has amazing actors and actresses like Shola Sobowale, Tony Tones, Richard Mofedamijo, Efa Iwara, Titi Kuti, Tobechukwu Iblis Ejiofor, Remi Lekun, Reminis Safaro, Charlie Boy, that is Charles Okuta, Lindsay Ipe Etim, Kepi Epe Young Bassi, Bimbo Manuel, Akin Lewis, Lord Frank, Osasi Godaro, Taiwo Ajayi Lasset, and Paul Sambo. Of course, it was directed by Kemi Adetiba. This drama started in a way that you could follow it if you had seen King of Boys 1. Now, we saw the presidential pardon of Eniola, which is Shola Sobowale, and she came back with all the fanfare, and everybody was glued to the TV to see the return of Eniola, which was what we were doing. We were watching. Now the process and how she got that pardon, all charges dropped, was not shown in at the beginning, which is understandable. We also saw Osas Ighodaro as a reporter. They were all there. Now, when Sola Sobowale touched down and made her speech, she was a bit confrontational with Osas Ighodaro. Now I will want to jump, ahead to, I really did not understand Osas Ighodaro's role apart from being a reporter. But her standing in front of this board like she was following, or she had kind of like a mini vendetta going on which went unexplained, is something I don't understand. And they kind of also made it seem like Osas Ighodaro and who else again were the only reporters. I don't know, that was a mistake there on the face of it. And then moving forward, I really did not understand, don't kill me, Tony Tone's role in this King of Boys 2, because yes, we understand the role of Tony Tones in King of Boys Part 1, which is showing how far where Eniola, which is Sola Sobowale, came from, how far she has come, the struggles and all that. But then Tony Tone's taking this pivotal role, this role like, okay, I'm that multiple personality, that alter ego, controlling emotions, controlling your decisions, is what I don't understand. Pardon me, but I felt like Tony Tones took away most of the time I would have focused just on Sola Sobowale to distracting me with all those things she was doing. Of course, it would be much appreciated maybe with a Yoruba speaking audience, but the Yoruba did not even deter me. I understood what was going on. Thank you, and thank God for the interpretation and all of that. Even some of the interpretations were not up to par with the proverbs and the idioms that were going on. But the thing is, the real fact is that Tony Tones distracted my concentration on Sola Sobowale. It was something that just distracted me because I was just focusing on Sola Sobowale's actions, her brilliance, and the way she was portraying the story, the plot, everything, the way she was interpreting it and projecting it. And that was just what I wanted. I just did not need Tony Tones there at all. If they were going to say that, okay, if Kemi wanted something, she should have hinged again on a past actions or events that Tony Tones should have featured in. A younger Eniola should have featured in there. Now Tony Tones would have been able to come in there. I just found it disturbing. I'm sorry. So moving forward, I also did not understand the Ade betrayal. Yes, he was working for Akin Lewis, and he didn't know he was working for him, and all the intricate secrecy and all of that, which did not just play. I was following it, I was understanding it. And then when I now wanted it to, like, Eniola, do what you ought to do, Sobowale, do what you ought to do. How did they explain that away? How did Kemi explain that? When did Sola find out that Ade was being blackmailed or Ade was not working with her? And they kind of smoothing things over, and they kind of now are working together to bring the enemy down without them knowing that she had already discovered the betrayal. So it didn't make sense to me, which was what trivialized the handover of Sola of Boys to Malay. Because from what I saw at that time in part 1, it was obvious that he had been killed. There was no two ways about it. So now you're coming to say that Malay is alive. How did he survive? There was no story to show how he survived, how he bounced back. And apart from that native doctor thing that he was doing, the incantations and all of that, apart from that small thing, how did he gather his people together? People that I really loved their interpretation of their roles were Charlie Boy. At some point, Charlie Boy did what he was supposed to do in the drama, but towards the end, it ended in an anticlimax. It was nothing. It was high and then it just dropped like that, which I did not get. So the time that Kemi should have made this thing something like a high, overall high, it was just messed up because there are so many unanswered questions on how lots of question marks were resolved, hinging on this Ade's role and his betrayal, and also little things like that. Now let's go over to Efaiwara. Efaiwara projected the role of an obsessed reporter who kept on digging and digging, and he did it till the end without fail. I don't have any problem with Efaiwara. But what happened after? Are you trying to tell us that there's a limited series again coming up? It's okay for you to say there's a season 3 coming up. There has to be a decisive ending in a way that will show you that yes, there might be something else coming up. It did not make sense at all. Because Kemi made it so obvious that okay, there will be a continuation. For me, I found it dissatisfying. It just ended in an anticlimax. The other person that made me happy, so happy, was Nse Ikpe-Etim. I'll say perhaps apart from Sola Sobowale, she was the next person that made me so happy because she interpreted the role to the T. I'm telling you, her role was such that when at the end he was sent out of government house and all, I was like, is this the end of Nse? Is this the end of the scenes that she was supposed to appear in? And I didn't find it funny because this was another character that kept me glued. I'm still trying to understand Kepi Ekpeyoung-Bassey's role there. Yes, he's the president that came in without a party, that Eniola helped and he pardoned her and he's helping her and all of that. But there's this bodyguard guy and all that who seems to be working behind the scene to get the dirty job for the president done. What is going on? What's the thing? This is another place again that shows that okay, there will be a continuation. But should it be that obvious? I loved Odogwu Malaysia. Odogwu Malaysia was the normal Igbo guy that has money, not necessarily money, that is a thug, that is a criminal and has money and has boys around him and all of that. That part, thank you so much, Kemi, for projecting it properly. It was done wonderfully well. I love the effects, you know, when he was being beheaded, when his family was killed, and when Male came to kill him. That part, awesome, wonderful. I love the effects, I love the cinematography, I love the sound. The sound was awesome, the lighting was awesome. The next person that, you know, made me so happy was Richard Mofe-Damijo. The way that crew cut that they gave to him, that hairstyle that they gave to him, it just mirrored lots of Reverend Fathers that you find in the East, you know, in the Southeast and all of that, and he did it properly. You know, most of them are a bit dodgy. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was, apart from these little complaints that I have here and there, of course nothing can be perfect, yeah, but it was an amazing watch. It was awesome. It was brilliant. It was something. The King of Boys, The Return of the King, was something I looked forward to and I did not regret seeing. I just hope that the next King of Boys, I don't know, establishment of the king or whatever, she's the governor now, yeah. Wahala. So I just pray that the next King of Boys that will be coming out will be more, you know, concise, more these loopholes here and there will be tidied up and it will be up for wonderful awards to come. So which brings me to the end of my review. Up there you'll see my Korean movie reviews, my Chinese drama reviews, my Korean movie reviews, and my movie reviews. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Till I come your way again, it's bye from me. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.